Y'all, my name is Cheryl Grabowski, and this is the Grabowski Show. This is a fantastic place to be. This is a place of introspection, a place of critical thinking, a place of progression and expansion of mind, a place where we ask really good questions and we seek out good answers. This is a good place to be. You guys come on in, thumbs up the live, or yeah, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hello guys. Hey, this is me, Jordan Friend. I'm from Jamaica. How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Um, yeah, y'all come on in, honey. I got me a little dinner here. And it's so good. Sweet potato, brown rice, chicken, bell pepper, and onions. So good. Y'all come on in. Boy, I got a question for y'all today. Do me a favor, Jordan. Hit the share button and the copy link. Hit share and copy link. I sure hope y'all come in here tonight because, honey, this is going to be a deep one. I'm going to take my time. Oh, my goodness. The share is in the bottom of the screen on the right-hand side. Hit that arrow. Hit share. And then it's going to give you the option to hit copy link. So hit the copy link and do it more than once. Let's see. Hit the share button and then you'll be looking for a copy link, okay? Y'all come on in here because we got a good conversation. I'm gonna put this food down once enough of y'all show up. Anyway, it's been a long, productive day. Before I get into my topic, I heard Jessie Woo. She is so pretty. And she sings beautifully. Jessie Woo. And she was talking about not Nicki Minaj, but she was talking about Cardi B. And she was talking about Cardi B and her new boyfriend. And it doesn't look like they're together anymore. So I do remember months and months and months ago, my daughter had said to me, because I know that she had broke up with her baby father. What his name is? Outcast. Is that his name? But she had broken up with him. And my daughter told me that she was in a new relationship. And so I kind of glanced at the guy that she was with and I said, that's not good. Not because of his looks, but because she had been in an awful relationship. And 9 times out of 10, or let's say it this way, 99.9% of the time, she would manifest another guy who was just like her baby father. You never like break up with somebody and go right into a relationship with another body. The probability of that person, because energetically, there's nothing about you that has really changed. And so whatever drew that other person to you, you'll draw another person that's similar to what you had. And if it was a nasty relationship, um, and if it was a nasty relationship, then you're going to get another relationship. I don't feel like playing with y'all tonight. Go to the next live or I'll block you. Okay? And you won't be able to come back. I'm not playing. I'm serious. So when I told my daughter, she said, Mama, you being negative. No. Jessie Woo said the same thing. She said she did a video. And what's up, MVP? Yep, I'm happy single. I don't friend zone say I'm happy single. She did what Jessie Woo did a video about the same thing, and she told Cardi this is not good. And I just want to say, what's up, Elon Valentine? This is what she said. She said that He's a football player, and what do you call that football? What do you call it? The big football game that just happened. Because I don't know anything about sports. So anyway, he invited, let's get it right. He invited a young lady friend of his who Cardi B's baby daddy cheated with her on, cheated with this girl. So her new man, which looks like they're at odds, invited his new girl, which is Cardi B, her old man's girlfriend, to, and not only did he invite her, she's there taking photos and doing the most. So Jesse Wu said that Cardi B's new man is for the streets. Bye, artists. Goodbye. I told you I was going to block you. Goodbye. I just helped you go to another live stream. Goodbye. So, and I'm just like, oh my God. Well, Jesse Wu said that Jesse Wu said he's for the streets. Like, see, and that he has all these baby mamas, and then he went over there and he love bombed Cardi B, and she probably love bombed him back, right? And then she didn't do her homework. She just jumped in the sheets, got pregnant by this guy that she don't know nothing about really, and just brought a whole nother human being into this world, and basically ran into the same thing that she was dealing with her other baby daddy. So the lesson of the day is this. Ladies, this is what Jesse Wu was saying, and I told my daughter, she got mad with me. She said, Mama, you being negative. No, Monet, this is science. This is science. Cardi B, she hadn't, at the time, when she broke up with her baby daddy, what's up, Wayne? She hadn't done any healing. None. If a man shows up in your life, or if a woman shows up in your life, and you've been in a shitty relationship, that's another shitty thing that's coming, because energetically you've not changed anything. You've not learned any lessons. You may have cried, but you ain't learned. You got to get by yourself and heal, and then when you do that, it still take a while. So it's on Cardi B. I love Cardi B, that's my girl, but it's on her. It's her doing. She called that energy into her life, and this man gave her what he always gave the other women. He's for the streets. Okay. But anyway, I just had to say that. If you're breaking up, if you just broke up with somebody and that relationship was terrible, don't you dare let another man, or in a case that it's a man and you just broke up with a toxic woman, don't you go over there and get them running around in the sheets with the other person. They're going to be the same as what you just let go of. I promise you. That guy probably looked at Cardi B and said, yeah, she's everything that I'm used to. She's just like my baby mamas, but she got more money. She let her baby daddy do these things to her, so she gonna let me do it too. It just gave that, y'all. It just gave that. All right. So, I'm gonna put my food down. I can warm it up. But how y'all doing tonight? Kisses and hugs. Now, I want to share this with y'all, okay? And you might say, sure, why are you sharing that with us? Because I care. Okay? We are headed toward the, I got some shorts on, y'all, so I got to keep my pillow right here. We are headed toward the midterms, the primary. And we got to get our stuff together, okay? Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Because I'm very uncomfortable right now. Hold on. We got to get ourselves together. And we got to know the facts, y'all. It's about the facts, right? It's all about the facts. And We got these people around here that are saying that Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Satan is the accuser of the brethren. So I don't know if y'all know what that means, okay, or what it implies. But you got to use your context clues. You got to use your context clue, okay? Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because this is what my Christian brothers and sisters are saying. They are, oh my God, the Christians don't understand that they don't understand. They think, this is what the Christians think. They think that when a person shows up and says, I'm a Christian now. What's up, Premier? I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. I'm saved. I'm a Christian. I'm for Jesus Christ. They think when a person says that, that's all that they have to do. That's the initiation into the Christian world. They believe that. And if you tell them that no, that person that you think is a Christian is not a Christian, if you tell them that, based on what you see and observe from that person, what you've known that person to be, then they tell you, no, Cheryl, Satan is the accuser of the brethren. Satan accuses people. That's the devil, Cheryl. They accuse me of being the devil. That's what they think. People here on YouTube think that. People on Facebook, on my Facebook, they think that. People who know me in real life, they think that. Because that's how Christians think. That's how a lot of Christians think. They cannot understand that just because a person says, for instance, we're gonna use this for an example. Just because a person says that they love you does not mean that they love you. They could be saying that because that's what they want you. They know that's what you want to hear, right? And therefore they say that. That's what they say. They say, I love you, but they really don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? So they say, well, Cheryl, what you need, boo? Wait a minute, hold on. Because you know that when I'm on camera, ma'am, go ahead on there because you do it every time. You do it every time. Okay. So I'm trying to get Christians to understand, and most people say, sure, just give up. They're just not capable. They're not able. They don't get it. They're like children, even if they are 35, even if they are 45, 55, 65, 75, even 85. They are like children, Cheryl. Don't worry about it. But it's not within me to do that. I can't help it. I can't help it, right? I can't. So let me just tell you. If a person says that they are Christian and they do everything that the demon does, then I'm asking y'all a question. Are they still a Christian? Could you let me know in the chat? Meanwhile, let me know in the chat. Okay. Now, the Bible says, I hate that because those are lots of different books, lots of different authors, okay? So I don't know which particular author said this, right? But it's implying that Satan, the devil, Lucifer, the evil spirit person, entity, is the accuser of the brethren. So when you speak negative, or in my opinion, when you speak the truth about this Christian person, they hide behind the idea that because, Cheryl, you speak negative about the Christian, then you are functioning as the accuser of the brethren. So you certainly could not be speaking true. You certainly cannot, there's no truth in you, Cheryl. If this person says that they are Christian, then no matter what they do, this is the Christian's position. No matter what they do, they are a Christian, Cheryl. It doesn't matter if they're deplorable. It doesn't matter if they do all manner of evil against children and wives and employees. It doesn't matter. They say that they are a Christian. And so the other Christian, the Christians have this thing about themselves. They don't believe the Bible when it describes God saying to the archangel Lucifer, because you have tricked a third of heaven, you got to go. And it's permanent. I don't care what you say. You can come back and you say you're a Christian. You can come back and you can say, I've done nice things, Lucifer. You can do what you want. You can profess Christ. You can tote your Bible. You can sit in the church every Sunday. To the lake of fire you will go. It is a judgment. It is permanent. I'm not going to change it. But see, Christians don't understand that that judgment was not just for the God to do, but that is an example of how you draw the line, cut the cord, and cut off and don't have anything to do with people who prove to you over and over and over again that they are evil, that they are mentally ill, narcissists, psychopaths, and there's no good in them. Christians believe that you have to put the evil one, the psychopath, the narcissist in their bosom and carry them every day. And you don't. That's what I'm telling you. And so I want to read something to you guys, because I pray above all things that Christians not be naive and they open up their eyes and see the truth, even though they believe that they know the truth, but they don't. When the demon is standing in your face or the snake is in your garden and he lets you know, hey, I've been snaking all my life, but I'm a Christian. When that snake bites you, then it's on you because he let you know that he was a snake. All right. So we want to read a little bit, just a little piece. Y'all, welcome to the live. Don't forget to thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Since you want to talk to me, engage me, and I'm glad that you're here. Thumbs up the live because I want to help. I want to help. All right. So I Googled a couple of things, right? Because I wanted the facts, right? It's all about facts. And also, our history is a strong indication of what will happen future-wise when it comes to behavior in people, right? I love the study of human behavior. To me, statistically, it's just a better system of looking and assessing human beings. It's just a better system to me. You know what I mean? There's no way that I'm just going to look at you and because you say that you're a Christian, that I'm just going to believe that. There's no way I'm doing that. Okay. But I just want to let y'all know, I'm going to share some things with you. There was a lawsuit in the these are lawsuits in the 90s, okay? And all of these lawsuits were against one person in the 90s. But I'm going to bring y'all up to current day too. But we're going to start off in the 90s. There was a boy, his name was Michael Parker. Let me say his name again. There was a boy. Could y'all share the live for me, please? Could everybody in the chat? I need y'all to do this for me because we got a lot of people who don't know that we're here, because I didn't even get the notification on this on my iPad, and it normally gives me the notification. So my notifications are not being sent out. So what I want you guys to do is hit the share button on the right, the bottom right side of the screen. Hit the share. And then you're going to see the option that says copy link. And then I want you to copy link. But I didn't tell you to share the live to anybody. I told you to hit the share and then hit the copy link and do it. Everybody do it at least 5 times for me. So there was a lawsuit, and the young man's name was Michael Parker in the 90s. He was 10 years old, and what he experienced was oral rape with the R. He experienced oral rape at a place called Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, in 1992. The owner of Mar-a-Lago, whose name starts with a T, he paid his parents a $3 million lawsuit. We're talking about when a person says that they are a Christian, when a person says that they are angel of light and they say that they're a God person, then Christians accept that without looking at the fruit on the tree. But we're not going to do that, because we're not going to be accused of doing that. We're going to deal with the facts. The second case, because we got cases here. All of this stuff can be verified, or has been verified. Kelly Feuer, F-E-U-E-R, 12-year-old. Michael Parker was 10. Kelly was 12. There was a $1 million settlement paid in 1989. Allegations of forced intercourse with the owner of the tower in New York City. The first name of the tower starts with a T, but the owner of that tower paid $1 million to the parents of Kelly Feuer for forced intercourse at 12. All right. Number 3, Charles Bacon was his name. 11-year-old boy. There was a $3 million settlement. Allegations of oral and anal intercourse. 1994, happened at the towers. With first word starts with a T, tower in New York City. His name was Charles Bacon. He was 11 years old. And there were allegations of oral and anal intercourse in 1994. Number 4, Rebecca Conway. She was 13 years old. Claimed intercourse and oral sex. It happened at the Vineyard Estates. That person's last name starts with a T. Charlottesville, Virginia. 2012, $5 million settlement. That was in 2012. We want to deal with the facts over here. When a person says that they are a Christian, do you just believe that they are? Or do you look at the fruit on that tree? These Christians all over the place are saying that this person is a Christian, this person is a man of God. They don't even believe that these facts here, these settlements and these monies that have been paid out to these parents of these children that were in certain locations that this person owned, and still the people, the Christians say it's not so. It's the craziest thing ever. And you guys don't tell me that these are not facts, because they are. I told y'all the church is full of narcissists. I told y'all that. And only a narc would defend this man and all of these terrible things he has done. Most people would would exile him, would never speak to him another day in their lives. And they would tell him straight up, it's between you and your God, but I will have nothing else to do with you when it comes to doing these horrible things to children. It's only Christian narcissists that accept this behavior, because they know that they are damned souls as well. They know that. The only thing they want to do is just trick Christians. Okay. So number 5, Maria Oliveira, 12 years old. Her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcible. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Ashlyn. All right. That's my grandbaby. She just keep coming in here, and I told her, do not. Do not. Number 5 again. Her name was Maria Oliveira, 12 years old. Her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcible intercourse occurring at Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1993. Number 6, Kevin Knoll, Noll. What's up, Jordan? It's been a long time. 11 years old, anal grape with the R. He liked to go in the backside of the boys. It happened at the Towers, starting with the T, New York City, 1998. Settlement details unknown. There were 6 children. 6. They were not on the island. They were at the Tower and at the Lago, the golf course. They were not at the Tower. At the island. Oh, well, I've never been to that island. Why would we believe that? Look at these allegations and the money that was paid out. The same thing that happened at these locations happened on the island. Satan is the accuser of the brethren, people say to me. Cheryl, you're working for Satan. You're accusing that man of things. These are all facts. The same thing that happened at the Tower and at the Largo on the golf course happened on the island. Why would we believe that he didn't know what was going on the island and that was your big dog best friend? And the Christians keep saying, well, he's a man of God. Well, why couldn't God use somebody else? Do y'all think that the only person, I want you to use your critical thinking. I wish above all things that you think. You understand me? I wish above all things that you stop sitting in a place and allowing yourself to be programmed, that you do not use that gray matter that's between your ears, that you do not think for yourself, that you do not use that which God has given you. Now, this behavior and that behavior on the island is the same. Christians say that God is using that person. Then I say, why do Christians, these are questions, why do Christians look for the most sadistic and deplorable people to put into their bosom and to allow them to be around innocent children, to be in the churches and to be in places where innocent children are, just because a person says that they are Christian? You allow your children to be in intimate spaces with them. Oh, the devil doesn't have to be smart at all. The entity doesn't have to be intelligent at all. Not at all. They don't even really have to do anything but to say what they know that Christians want to hear. It is the most simple equation on the planet, and Christians can't even figure it out. They can't even figure it out at all. These 6 kids and these allegations and these payouts are enough. We don't even need to see all of what's in the files. MVPX says, I agree. We don't need to see all of what's in the files. For what? We already know that he'll put his man parts into the mouth of a 10-year-old. We already know that he'll take his man parts and put it in the behind of a 12-year-old. In the mouth, in the bread basket on the back, in the front of the girls, in the back of the boys. The crazy part about it all is that these people, the co-conspirators, like his children, they know that he paid this money out to these families. Ivanka knows it. Miss Sophisticated Ivanka, who called Jasmine Crockett ghetto. They are people. And the ones that I know in my life that are supporting this man and say that he's a Christian, they are people. The people that I know are people. And they are blinder than a fucking bat when it comes to this man, because their pastors tell them that he is a man of God. The pastors tell them that. They are telling them that he is going to bring Jesus Christ back. And my critical thinking tells me, why do you need, out of all the Christians in the world, The ones that have not put their private parts into children. The ones who have not paid money out. The ones who have been reading their Bibles and going to church and doing the things that Christians do. Why couldn't he use one of them? But the Christians are convinced that in order to be used, you must be a pedophile. You must be an unaliver. This is what Christians, y'all, I'm telling you, it is so, it is sad, it is so sadistic. I'm listening to Christians talk. Satan is the accuser of the brethren. No, Satan is the one that paid out these lawsuits. And it's not just him, it's the co-conspirators. It's the DOJ. It's the DOJ. You know why I say that? Because they've been known what was in the files. They've known for years. They've known for a long time. They redacted them. So in order to mark through, then you would have had to discover what it said in order for you to decide what to redact. They've been knowing. They've been knowing. The DOJ, the FBI, they've been knowing. The Supreme Court, they've been knowing. People talk. People talk. They also knew about all of these lawsuits that I just read to y'all at the towers and over there on that golf course. They knew the whole time. When people say, oh, this is a rabbit hole, Cheryl, these people need to be held accountable. Y'all, I don't even, if we would number the people that need to be locked away, you mean to tell me, let's rewind the clock. Let's go back to 2016. When he stood up there and bad-mouthed all the other people who were running for president. And there were people in the political world that knew that his peen had been in the bottom of a young boy 10 years old. They already knew. We're not even talking about the island because we got photos. We're talking about the golf course and the towers. They already knew. They already knew that he had taken his private part and put it in the backside of a 10-year-old boy, a 12-year-old girl, an 11-year-old boy, a 13-year-old girl, a 12-year-old girl, and a 10-year-old boy. They knew all of this. The money had been paid out. Vanka knew it. The sons knew it. There are a lot of people that go to that golf course in Florida. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of people that hang out there. Business deals are being done. I want to know, how the fuck is it any different from the island? Huh? Because these are the cases that we know about. How's it any different from the island? It's the same shit. Is there somebody buried out there on the golf course? Yes, I'm serious. What's up, Eddie Kane? What's up? They already knew. They already knew. We don't have to deal with the island and the redacted shits. None of that. We have this. And the politicians and everybody and the children, his children, knew that he did shit like this. And so did his best friend, and more. Of course, more. Like on a horror movie, more type level. And the Christians keep on saying, Cheryl, he's a man of God. He's a born-again, spirit-filled man of God, Cheryl. He's repented, Cheryl, for these things that he's done. Even though Cheryl, Dr. Nuka, and all of the other people that are in the chat, out of all the speeches that he's done, and I don't know if he's an author, if he's written any books, but he didn't say anything about what he had done to these children in those books, or we haven't seen him oratate and speak on how awful his past and his history is with these children. Have you? Because I have not. Have you? So if he has turned from his wicked ways and he is not, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the Christians, other than they are narcissists themselves. The narcissists know. I know, Dr. Nuka, that's why I do commentary. Because, you know, a lot of people feel like, you know, you got Don Lemon, you got Roland Martin. You know, people might ask me, well, sure, your platform is not that big. So why do you talk about stuff like this? Because there are many political channels on YouTube. You got the news and, you know, and everything like that. People got Google. They can do research. But a lot of times, you know, people don't pay attention to certain things, right? So you guys are into me and I'm into certain things. And then I share with people who've never heard any of this stuff, even though it's been out here. This man has been a pedophile. This man has been a pedophile, y'all. This is not nothing new. And the way that he talks about it lets you know that he don't even look at it like nothing serious. Even though we know, like my daughter said tonight before I came back here, she said, Mama, it's wrong. It is so wrong that for a grown man to take his peen and put it in the bread basket of a boy and then take it out and put it in his mouth at 10 years old, you have ruined and changed him permanently. Y'all don't understand the trauma that people go through for somebody to bust a nut, for a person like him to objectify a child. That child to him is, that little boy, that little girl, they're not even human to him. And then the Christians say he's a Christian. There's no way that you can put, as a grown man, your peen in a little boy's mouth and his bottom, and the same thing for a girl. And then that person has light in them. He don't even see them. He never saw them children as human. Which is what's going on, happened on that island. It's terrible. So we want to get in the comment section a little bit and read some of the comments that came from that post that I just showed y'all. It's just terrible. So Ashley says, makes sense, she said. That's why he thinks he is untouchable, because he has gotten away with so much and more, even more. So and this is the thing, and we're gonna end this because a lot of people are saying there are no there are no court records to substantiate this stuff. This is my thing. This person is corrupt. It is so hard. It's so hard dealing with certain people. I don't know if it's their personality disorder or their narcissism. I just don't know what it is. But it's so hard. Now we see how this man deals with the courts. Now we see how he frauded the bank in Jersey out of $1 billion for a hotel. How he called that man that owns the Forbes magazine and basically made him report that he made a certain type of money so that he could take that information from the Forbes magazine and go into the fucking bank and get the bank to loan him $1 billion fucking dollars and then crash the hotel in 2.2. This man, this is a personality. This thing wheels and deals. Do y'all not understand that? This is not, and it's hard for people to understand that this motherfucker will do anything. That it's not a regular smuggler person. Who in their right mind would call the owner of Forbes magazine, convince him to report like that? They report like the wealthy people, the wealthiest people in the world. But he called himself and convinced this man to report that he make a certain type of money, which is a goddamn lie. Y'all say, well, sure. No, this is true. When you call somebody and you tell them to report something that you don't have, that is a fucking lie. It's a lie. So not only is it a lie, it's very bold. Very bold. Okay? It lets you know. And they say, well, we don't know if it's true about the children. Well, we know it's true about the bank. This is a personality. It's a personality. Then the bank gives him the money, and then the hotel goes down, and the bank is out of their money. The bank is out of the money. And this lets you know how this person rolls. What this person does. What does this person have to do? Does this person have to unzip their earth suit and then pop out of there red with horns, a long nose, and tail like a goddamn dragon? These people in this world are so motherfucking. First of all, you got the group of gullible ass people. I'm talking about past gullible. I'm talking about past gullible like ADHD and autism. And maybe they don't even fucking know it. And then on the other side, you got people who are just suffering themselves from narcissistic personality disorder. They know that he did the shit. They just gaslighting everybody around them. They know he did it. Because they narcissist themselves. And they know what they do. So they like, yo, fuck hell, he did it. I do that shit too. So I don't understand. I'm telling you. This is crazy. It's crazy. When you look down in the comment section, you see this shit that these people say, that I just be wanting to say, who the fuck are these people? Who are these people? Because if I cooked a pie for you, and I told you, there's a whole pie, and I need you to identify this pie. First of all, you can smell the goddamn pie. That's the first thing. Smell it. Second of all, I give you 1 spoon. And I want you to dip in there. That's all you get. One spoon. And you put that spoonful in your mouth. You should be able to tell me what the fuck kind of pie that is. We have way too much information for these comment sections and for conversations that I have with people to be going the way that it is. So in my mind, it's either two things. The naivety, right? And the possibility of they themselves having some type of mental delay is an issue. Or it's narcissism. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Because I just want to let y'all know how many times somebody got to show you who they are before you believe them. How many times? We just saw that man refuse to console Renee and the nurse. We just saw that. The person would have to be a narcissist and not be capable of empathy to make that stance. J.D. Vance did the same thing. He did the same thing. Both of them said no, they're not going to say anything that would soothe or, or show respect to Renee Good's family or the nurse. They said they will pay them nothing. Not pay in money, but pay as in respect. We're not going to show them any respect. We're not going to show them any empathy at all. So when a person shows you that they are incapable of the empathy, that lets you know the level of their evil. For my last point, these people who claim to be Christian and the other ones who claim to know God, and they refuse to look at this person as they really are, then you got to ask yourself a question. Am I one of those people? But anyway, y'all have a good night. Bye, guys.